chaos in the nursery hall. Little echoes bounce off the wall. You're my anchor when I start to drown, my reason when I'm breaking down. Between the screens and the sleepless fights, you keep the monsters out of my nights. We've been crawling through the fire and rain, through the code, through the joy, through the pain, side by side in the digital dawn, holding tight when the nights got long. From shattered dreams to the world we've drawn, we're alive through the storms we spawn. You heal my heart when the world turns cold. In every dungeon, your hand I hold. No loot or light could ever replace the quiet fire behind your face. When the battle fades and the night drags on, you're my silence, you're my sound. We've been crawling through the fire and rain, through the ghosts, through the love, through the pain. Our pixels burn where our hearts belong. We've been broken, but we stay strong. From Azeroth to a fragile dawn, we survive through the storms we spawn. Through every dark race, we're reborn. In the storm we spawn. I was a ghost in my own skin, living half a life of sin. You found me in the static noise, pull me from the void with your voice. Built our world from broken glass, raise the walls, let go the past. Now every scar, every midnight call, feels like we were meant to fall and rise from it all. We've been crawling through the fire and rain, through the code, through the joy, through the pain, side by side in the digital dawn, holding tight when the nights got long. From shattered dreams to the world we've drawn, we're alive through the storms we spawn. Not too late for fairy tales, but early enough to lift the veils. Now there's chaos in the nursery hall. Little echoes bounce off the wall. You're my anchor when I start to drown, my reason when I'm breaking down. Between the screens and the sleepless fights, you keep the monsters out of my nights. We've been crawling through the fire and rain, through the code, through the joy, through the pain, side by side in the digital dawn, holding tight when the nights got long. From shattered dreams to the world we've drawn, we're alive through the storms we spawn. You heal my heart when the world turns cold. In every dungeon, your hand I hold. No loot or light could ever replace the quiet fire behind your face. When the battle fades
Good afternoon, good evening, good morning to everybody out there. Jason here at Signature Esports. It's a pleasure to have you live and in charge. A little countdown to great action presented by, well, we'll say Budgie Bird tonight. Budgie Bird out there giving us some love. We appreciate you. Thanking everybody for the shares, the likes, and the early going. I appreciate it very much. We're here for the regular season finale for SIM500, the WBD Diecast Truck Series, right here on iRacing, your platform for sim racing. Make sure you check out WBD Diecast in every form, in every fashion that you can. Find him on social media. Book him today. It's going to be amazing. RB, thank you for the like, sir. I appreciate you. A lot of drivers out here looking to vie for some points, and tonight it is all on point. Sim500.com, Echo Park Speedway. We're going to run Atlanta, New Atlanta, the configuration, the Super Speedway. The racetrack that determines racing at its finest when it comes to super speedway racing. The trucks are going to run 120 laps tonight. Track temperature 127 degrees Fahrenheit. It's going to be nice and hot, slick. 87 degrees on the air temperature, 47% humidity, clear skies with a 2-mile-an-hour wind. Driver's going to have 4 sets of tires total, 75% fuel, and no fast repairs. So if the big one comes out, it's going to have some implications. That's the way it is. Week 18, regular season coming to a close. Tyler Dalton kind of wrapped up into that one. He's got a good day. One of the drivers that you're going to keep your eye on, Justin Fuller, is going to have that a regular season championship pretty much secured here. So moving on to the round of 12. Drivers are going to be holding on to everybody and everything that they've got going on. I tell you what, massive understatement for racing and for driving, for everything that you have to keep in mind. I mean, just drivers are going to be going 180 plus miles an hour in a tandem draft, and everything that you could ever enjoy about super speedway racing is going to be showing up tonight. SIM500 Truck Series point standings. The look as such: Justin Fuller 669 over David Schildhouse. Does have a pretty substantial margin. Could actually have skipped this race and pretty well found himself still having the regular season championship. But why do that when you can get out there and you can have some fun? That's the way I see it. Schildhouse, Chad Coleman, JP Phillips, Tommy Ryan, Tyler Dalton, all locked in to the Championship 12. We're going to see some good battles, though. So Brian Macklin, Wesley Donaldson, Ty Bass, Bentley Glazer, Mark Jorgensen Jr., Nelson Rivera, all of those drivers right there above the cutoff line. Stephen Miles, 10 points, needs to make up 10 position points here tonight over a couple of drivers that are out there. That includes leading some laps. That includes getting out there and trying to put on a show. Stephen Harlow, 18th of the point standings. Does have a win this season, needs to have a good race as well. So a lot of drivers on the outside looking in and try to make sure that they have the best race possible. And looking down the point standings throughout the year, Jeff Ryan sits out there in that 20th spot. Bryson Hudson, Height, Mark Schrader, Doug Sigmund, all out there trying to make some things happen. Hollyfield, and of course Kevin Stone through 28th. Back to Patrick Colby. Kevin Brown, we haven't seen him in a minute. Where is Kevin at? Is Kevin racing tonight? I don't think he is, but if we see his name out there, we'll definitely give him some love, give him some shout outs. Nick Silver joining in this series. Absolutely out there putting on a show. Patrick Colby. Joey Jatina has been out there as well. And Brandon Guerin. I put in 44 drivers' points. At that point, it was starting to we just had a lot of points. We just had a lot of things going on there. So yeah, there you go. There's your point standings. Justin Fuller and company trying to put on a good show here for the finale for the regular season. When it comes to what's happening over the course of the next 5 races that the drivers have, the Super 12 playoff chase is going to be 5 races. Legacy Texas Motor Speedway is going to be next week. Rockingham the week after that. They're going to be off for Thanksgiving. Talladega after that. Iowa, and then the championship race at Homestead Miami Speedway. It is going to be a chase format. So of the 12 drivers, the drivers are going to be out there You're gonna have to keep your eye on who's gonna be able to be strong here. We do have a driver cam tonight. Our Toys for Tot driver cam is gonna be Rick Swavely. Richard, ready to rock and roll. We appreciate him being out there. Have a good race. Says Budgie out there. We appreciate everybody being out there. SIM500 and RB. Thank you very much for being out there on Facebook. We're live on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube, and I absolutely love seeing it. Love seeing what drivers do, and I appreciate all of the driver cams here tonight. As we get loaded in, drivers are going to start gridding up, and we're going to find our beautiful, beautiful starting grid. Tyler Dalton's going to be your pole sitter. David Shelterhouse, your outside pole sitter. We'll see Mark Jorgensen Jr. and J.P. Phillips in row number 2. Nelson Rivera, Tommy Ryan in row number 3. Wesley Donaldson, Chad Coleman in row number 4. Joe Argentina is going to be out there in row number 5 with John Hickman Jr. to his outside. Stephen Miles, Joe Hudson. They're in row number 6. Excuse me, have a hiccup there just a little bit. Stephen Harlow, Justin Fuller. We'll see Rick Swavely, Richard out there in that 32. He's going to be inside row number 8 with Jeff Ryan, Brian Macklin, Nick Silver, Robert Fryery, the third, EJ O'Rourke through row 10. Bobby Wetzel, Troy Height, Greg Bergeron's going to be out there, of course, with Kevin Snow to his outside in row 12. Row 13 will be Bentley Glazer, Ty Bass. Kogar's out there with Charles Woods, Ron Hollyfield, Randy Yoakum through row 15. Sigmund Wortman, Harris, Schrader, Eric Arnold, your 35 drivers. Tonight, we are going to see just some banger of races. I'm thrilled to see a season finale at a super speedway style race. 75% fuel will put the drivers in. Normally, drivers are going to be able to run 48 to 52 laps. We'll see if drivers can make that 40. Make this 2 pit stop race. We'll see if a caution comes out to keep that in that viable notion. Depending on how the race goes, will be dependent on what the drivers are going to be able to do. When the timing tower shows its ugly and rears its ugly head, I say ugly head, it's going to be awesome. You're going to see drivers in blue. Those drivers in blue are locked into the next round, and everybody else vying for a spot to make it to the championship 12. Nicole, what's going on, dear? How are you doing? Much love to you. I appreciate you being out there. So yeah, it's gonna be amazing. I'm ready to go. We're gonna run 120 laps. Pace truck's gonna make a sharp left-hand turn on pit road, and drivers are ready. I'm ready. You're ready. How about we see them lock in, right? I like it. Through the restart zone they go. We're all ready. How about we do it? We're going. We're green. Three laps complete this time by Tyler Dalton, still leading Jorgensen Jr. There's Stephen Harlow there to the inside of Fuller. Brent, thank you for the like. I appreciate you. Thank you, everybody, for being out there. Let's go from the Budgie Bird. She says, let's be a roll. Yeah, all the maximum effort there, folks. All the absolute planning that you could ever ask for. Coming down to this one. Tyler Dalton, Jorgensen Jr., David Schildhouse, Rivera there on the bottom side. Jorgensen 11th of the point standings coming into today's race. Needs to have a phenomenal race. 91 of Wesley Donaldson in the middle of that race line. Definitely want to make sure that we get Wesley's got a little bit going on. I want to make sure his paint scheme shows up correctly. Eric Arnold jumping up pit road. You're gonna see drivers go blank there for a little bit. Might have a little bit of a stutter as I'm re-downloading paint, so I want to make sure everybody's paint showing up because Wesley always has a good paint. I want to make sure that it's showing up, and there it is. Yeah, we had some paints not showing up from trading paints there. All right, we're rolling. Tyler Dalton out front. Swavely back here in that 32. We're going to see the paints finally tick away. Justin Fuller. But Stephen Miles in that 24, right behind Joey Jettina. 99-34. Again, paints loading in. Drivers getting settled in. They're gonna run where they need to. Jeff Ryan to the inside, 73 in the wall. Woo, John Hickman Jr. having to hold on for dear life there as that wall came up a little close to him. Bobby Wetzel to the inside. Logan Kogar finds him 3 wide. 73 is going to be able to roll back down. You got to keep yourself in check when it comes to the outside wall. They run 3 wide here in the NASCAR series, but I'll tell you what, it definitely you'll find yourself wearing out when it comes to this kind of racing. '74 coming off pit road. It's Brian Workman. He came in, took a line, made it work. Tyler Dalton and the 88, the 20. Sees J.P. Phillips in tow. Nelson Rivera there on the bottom side. We'll see the 99 of Tommy Ryan in tow as well. 38 of Chad Coleman up high. Momentum everywhere. The drivers work that way high line right there. If anybody wanted it, they'd be able to pick up that middle lane. Ooh, Tyler Dalton might have gotten a bad bump there. He got bumped below the red line, which is usually out of bounds for the NASCAR series. But it is iRacing. 10 laps complete, and drivers try to settle in that outside lane. Trying to get a run. A lot of separation there for the front as Jorgensen Jr. tries to clear himself down. Tires below the line. 3 wide on the outside. It's like the 99 of Tommy Ryan was going places there for a moment. 34 trying to back up to the 20. 20 trying to side draft. Jorgensen cooled the truck off. Now he's going to get back to the back bumper of the 19. There they are. 99 looking 3 wide. Donaldson on the inside, 6th spot. Trying to keep that inside lane prevalent. 19 to the 88. Still rolling. A lot of racing. Bobby Wetzel up into the 9 truck. Has the 6th on the inside. Justin Fuller just trying to keep the truck clean for the majority of this race. You get deadlocked pretty heavily here, and it almost feels like you can't go anywhere. But down the back straightaway, you can see just how much these drivers try to put plans into fruition, but it's going to be about who can get clear on that front side. Tyler Dalton still leading. See Jorgensen Jr. trying to get to the back bumper to the 19 again. The 22. Oh, the 20 and the 88 touch. The 20 went to set up for the middle of the corner. Caution comes out. Logan Kogar. Whoa, had the 30 of Brian Macklin. Oh, jeez, oh, Pete. One more time right here. That's 30. Oh, 30 didn't see the checkup coming. And if we go on Brian Macklin's point of view, if I go inside his cockpit, you're going to take a look here and just see how quick a checkup can happen Went to go to the outside, big checkup, and then boom. 80 goes around. Macklin goes down low. John Higman Jr. was involved in that as well. Happened right in his lap. Maybe a little net code. And the one is Tyrone Harris. As everybody else gets woed up there. Tyler Dalton, your race leader. Pole sitter doing what he needs. Thank you for the clip, Budgie. Pop, what's going on, sir? How are you doing? Hello, everyone. Hello to you all. Again, thank you very much to everybody being out there. If you haven't done so, reach up, hit that like button for me. It does support what we do. Consider subscribing on YouTube if you want to continue with the Megathon. We're on day 100. You can hit the exclamation point F Cancer and the exclamation point Marathon, exclamation point donate, exclamation point for the kids. However you want to do it. Whatever you do to support helps us all. So we appreciate you. And we appreciate everybody being out there. You guys are amazing. Fuller coming to pit road. Brian Macklin on pit road. EJ Aurora, Troy Heights on pit road. Brian Workman will be your lucky dog. He'll get back on the lead lap here and have to work his way back around. Rick Swavely, I think he have maybe a connection issue. I'm not quite sure. I kind of want to look and see what happened. He's trying to get back into the race. I see his camera. I see him on the driver cams. Rick, are you good? Oh, thank you, Budgie. I don't know why that one doesn't go over to YouTube. I don't know. Weird. 19 of the 88. It's one of my favorite surfaces that iRacing has updated to. Maybe not be my favorite track when it comes to like super speedway racing, but the detail in this track is pretty awesome. I love seeing that the tires actually hold on to the grip of the race line. I like seeing the the bumps in the racing surface that actually show up. Like the pace truck right there went over to that middle bump and getting into turn one right there in the middle of the track, and it was crazy to see. Hey, look at that detail. That's awesome. On the painted line, the tire marks that show up. Rick Swavely able to get back out there. He's going to be 2 laps down, I do believe. Let me put the gap on. Yeah, Rick Swavely's going to be 2 laps down. Kevin Stone back on pit road. You can see the grooves in the track. It's amazing. It's amazing to look at. It's amazing to watch and amazing to see. So, keep your eye on the prize, right? Pace truck ready to go. I'm ready to go. Tyler Dalton, Mark Jorgensen Jr. on the outside. And they're going to have some friends. Fieldhouse ready to be the shover. JP Phillips ready to do the thing as well. There's the complete graphics on board. JP looking to go. Tyler Dalton, Jorgensen Jr. Restart zone coming up. Pace trucks on pit road. And we're going. Let's do it. We're green. Woo, baby. A little squirrely. 34 to the back bumper of Jorgensen. Jorgensen will slide back down. It's clear. JP. A little squirrely. You'll see Wesley Donaldson there on the outside lane now. Looking to find some help. Fieldhouse back to the outside. Donaldson back on the inside. Fieldhouse now has a little bit of help from the 99 as Tommy Ryan goes back to it. Nelson Rivera, first Ford in the field, is going to be sitting 5th right now. First Toyota is going to be Chad Coleman. the Ashok Toyota Tundra. Pulling the groove. 18 of 120. What a fun track for truck racing there. I think so. I agree. I think it's a great track. Thank you, Budgie. Much love to you. Driver's touching the wall right there. He's going to draw him back here. Right now, Wesley Donaldson's going to draw right next for the 20. Donaldson's going to be clear. The 20 has no help right now. Tommy Ryan, J.P. Phillips. That outside lane's got no momentum right now. They're going to need that back straightaway to catch back up. 91 on the bottom side, 22 ahead. We'll see the 14 of Jatina right behind him. 24 in tow. 91 comes up just a touch, but there goes the 20. 24 on the move. Stephen Miles. Full set, ready to go. Stephen Miles won at Daytona, Las Vegas. Justin Fuller has won at Auto Club, at Richmond, at Dover, at Kansas, at Darlington, and at Lucas Oil IRP. Tyler Dalton got a win at Pocono. Tommy Ryan won last week at Chicagoland. Eric Arnold has a Michigan win. Wesley Donaldson won at Talladega. And Brian Macklin, Bristol, and Atlanta. Schildhouse did win at Nashville Super Speedway. I know he's looking for another one. Stephen Harlow won at Lime Rock Park, and he did that on fuel strategy. Tyler Dalton to Jorgensen Jr., Nelson Rivera, Wesley Donaldson on the bottom side. An outside lane still trying to be prevalent right now as the 20 tries to work with the 99. There's the 50 of Nick Silver. I talk about Nick Silver coming into this league and putting on a show. Well, he's done just that. Dalton to Jorgensen Jr. The 20, good run here. Separation from that third spot back. The 90 keeping the bubble close. 99 and the 50. They're going places right now. The 88 trying to cool off the truck. 19 to the bottom. 20 trying to go places. 19. Not looking to control the race line just yet, but has good help with the 88. 99 to the 20. So that second lane starting to come into play. 99 sets up the run here on the outside as the 88 gets right back to the back bumper of the 19. Schildhouse does not lead that lap. Tyler Dalton one more time. '88 needs the 22 of Nelson Rivera there. Nelson trying to settle it out. Bentley Glazer from the outside. How about Greg Bergeron? He's coming to pit road. Got the 01 on board. Tyler Dalton. Momentum everywhere. Bergeron jumping to pit road. Tyler Dalton working. Dalton to Jorgensen Jr. Alternating laps here. And Tommy Ryan doing a great job of getting to the back bumper of the 20. 20 doing a great job of trying to bring people back to him. Trying to utilize that side draft and then giving a lot of space to the back straightaway. 88 to the 19. Trying to be able to turn into the corner. We got a little bit of lap traffic coming up. Brian Wertman still behind. There's Rick Swavely. He's got the 04 with him. Gary Bergeron out. Harris just ahead. That's Tyrone Harris right there. Kogar out. Eric Arnold out. And this is where drivers are going to be looking. The speed difference here is massive. And the one doing a great job of recognizing what's going on around him drops below the line. Justin Fuller came in on 14, took a little bit of fuel. We'll see if this one will get separated out, and that's kind of what the drivers want to do. Tyler Dalton still leading. We'll show if there's actual lead changes. Yeah, 2 lead changes on this one. Fuller up on the outside lane. Only 1 caution so far this race. We'll take a look at complete laps led for Tyler Dalton. 27 laps led of the 29. David Schildhouse has led a lap. The 28 laps led now for the 19. 20 with a big run here. The 99 trying to get there, and the 88 will have the inside lane. Tyler Dalton backing up the corners. Schildhouse trying to get to that lead to drop down. And the 88 trying to do what he can here. Tyler Dalton back to the lead again. An understatement when it comes to racing. Back of the pack. Randy Yoakum with the 8. Up 16 spots as the 3 of Jeff Ryan just ahead up 4. Chad Coleman off 2 from the start of the race, but he says, what would I do for a Klondike bar? Well, he'd like to win this race. Pack racing. Stephen Harlow, tailor of this pack, just behind Justin Fuller. Brian Macklett on the inside. This is through 19th. E.J. O'Rourke in tow, trying to catch this field. Ron Hollyfield behind him. Colby, thank you for the like, sir. Thank you for the hype, Budgie. I appreciate you. Thank you, everybody sticking around for the ads out there on Twitch. You should be coming back any moment. Ron Hollyfield, Joe Hudson just behind. You'll see Charles Woods there as well. 24 driver still holding on to that one. Kevin Stone and company. I think Doug Sigmund there on the inside. There's Rick Swavely. He was looking for a free pass out of this one. Got to stay out of the mix. CZ04 there as well. 32. There's the 1. Tyrone Harris. Trying to get clear a couple of laps down. They got to keep themselves clean. That's one of the things that the 32 needs. He needs to keep himself clean. Avoid anything that might happen. Schildhouse leads over to the 99. Second lane. Now starting to work. 33 of 120. '88 to the 19, back again. 88 pushing on the inside of that left side bumper. Trying to wheel that inside lane back forward. That outside lane is just a little bit more organized than the 19, having to move up the race line a little bit here to be able to have the turn into the corner. The side draft from the 20 to the 19 working very well. And right now, Tyler Dalton trying to will them to move forward. Keep your eye on the prize. There's Wesley Donaldson. Keeping the 22 active right now. Tyler Dalton, David Schildhouse. When it comes to who's coming to pit road and when they come to pit road, you'll see them leave pit road right back there on the back straightaway when it comes to a green flag pit stop. Massive. Schildhouse still leading. I see Tommy Ryan trying to hook up 5:034. Jorgensen trying to square up to Tyler Dalton. They are running a little higher. You see the 20 separating himself there to be able to turn it into the corner. 88 to the 99. 99 is going to get there a little bit more quickly than Jorgensen Jr., and that's just because of how fast you can turn the corner. 88 a little closer. This time on the back straightaway. The bump has to be massive. 99 up near the wall. 50 keeping them close. The 22 seeing the change, and right there's what Jorgensen and Tyler Dalton needed to see. They needed to see the 20 get a little higher. Enter the corner. 88 up the side draft. The 20 pulls him back a little bit there. Watch the run the 88 gets here. It's going to get to the bumper of the 19 just a little bit faster, but the 99 is going to get a big run into the corner. Has to lift, though, because you do not want to be pushing into the corner. 19 out of the throttle. 20 is going to have a run, but the 88 is going to be there. 22 trying to keep the 88 close. And a good camera right there. That second lane, massive, massive momentum, 39 of 120. '88 to the 19. Joey Jatina back here. Jeff Ryan was looking at what was happening on the inside. There's Robert Fryery the third. Driver somewhat deadlocked right now. Dalton leads that lap. Schildhaus back trying to get to the lead. 88. Got freed up there a little bit. A chance for the 20 to come down. Not going to be able to make it happen. Not yet, at least. Tyler Dalton trying to pull up the side draft. The 20 clears. And now the 99 has Nick Silver. The 99 of Tommy Ryan, last week's winner, now trying to take that outside lane away from Schildhaus. Justin Fuller, Mark Jorgensen Jr. Tommy Ryan trying to have a great day here. The 50 of Nick Silver puts him out front. And now Nick Silver will have J.P. Phillips. And now the cycle starts. Drivers have figured out where they need to be. And Tommy Ryan will lead. The 20 right back to the back bumper of the 99. 50 turning the corner. A lot of momentum for that outside lane. The leader dropping it to the bottom side. Not helping the cause of that inside lane. Schildhaus coming to pit road. Schildhaus leading on that outside lane. Did a lot right there. And so he's coming to pit road just to shortchange himself. You're going to have to pit twice at least to be able to make it on fuel. .75% fuel on 120 laps. That puts him at 2 pit stop. 19 coming in. We'll see Joey Jatina coming in as well. So drivers coming down, trying to get locked in. Nick Silver, the 34. How about Chad Coleman trying to get to the lead now? Nick Silver. Coleman. Silver leads that lap, I think. I don't know. Looked like, from my point of view, that Chad Coleman had the lead there. We'll see if Chad was credited with a lap led there. Nick Silver coming to pit road. Now he's going to be leading now. Jeff Ryan, a lot of drivers have found themselves working hard. And there it is. 38 is going to lead this lap. Jeff Ryan's going to be in tow. There's Randy Yoakum of 27. Drivers coming to pit road. Nick Silver on pit road. 88 of Jorgensen Jr. What a round there. Coming to pit road. What happened? Ooh, locked him up right there with a 34. He's good, though. Going to have to hit his pit box and uncheck some things. Nelson Rivera becomes your race leader. Brian Macklin in second. Wesley Donaldson in third. Stephen Miles up 7. Brian Macklin first of the right sides and the fuel mileage here for the 30. 90 to the inside. It's got help from Stephen Miles. Wesley Donaldson, Stephen Miles, Brian Macklin trying to lead that lap on the outside. Robert Fryery III down on the bottom, 24, trying to give a bump to the 91. 47 of 120. Drivers through the grass. There's the 41 of E.J. O'Rourke. Bentley Glazer making it to pit road. That was Charles Woods. Charles Woods, E.J. O'Rourke. Here's what happened. 41 got to the back bumper of the 98. Man, that was a big run. So now the 98 coming to pit road. Brian Macklin, the 5-1 of Justin Fuller. Roy Height, Stephen Miles. There's the 23 of Joe Hudson. Wesley Donaldson to pit road. John Higman Jr. coming off as well. Mark Schrader in tow. Tyler Dalton came in on 43. So now we have a pack race here with some drivers off cycle. E.J. O'Rourke up on the outside. There's the 04 just behind as well. Rick Swavely still trying to get one of those laps back. Sees Tyler Dalton just ahead. There's the 1, the 50 of Nick Silver trying to roll. He's going to park it 3 wide here. Big run for the 50. They get into the corner. Donaldson coming off pit road is going to come out 19th here. He's going to lose a few spots. We have about 9 drivers on the lead lap currently. I'm sorry, 12 drivers on the lead lap. Stephen Miles coming to pit road. There's Mark Schrader, John Higman Jr. Those two needing to work forward here, the 73 and the 48. Roy Height, your race leader. Macklin on the bottom side. Gets freed up a little bit. 5-1 to the 3-0. 9 of Bobby Wetzel. 30 coming to pit road. So is the 5-1. Roy Height, Joe Hudson, Ty Bass. That'll be your top 3. Ron Hollyfield, Fuller again coming to pit road with Brian Macklin, Kevin Stone, Doug Sigmund. A lot of jostling for position here as we see drivers with tires and fuel trying to make it to the end of this one. Joey Argentina up into the mix. There's smoke, there's fire. When there's fire, there's rain. Tyler Dalton just ahead. Roy Height coming around. He's got the race lead. There's the 9 of Bobby Wetzel. He's in 27th, just ahead of the 46. So a chance for Troy and Joe to manage here. There's the 37 of Ty Bass. Ron Hollyfield back there as well. Schrader in 10th. He is on the lead lap. Justin Fuller coming down pit road. He's going to take tires and fuel himself. The Joe Hudson and company down the back straightaway. Put all the way through 10th, a lap down. Nick Silver leading with Tyler Dalton down to the back straightaway. We'll see a few drivers like Justin Fuller coming off pit road right now, needing to get organized. We'll see Brian Workman there on the outside, 74 rolling. Brian Macklin trying to catch up as well. There's the 73 just behind. 73 of John Higman Jr. Ron Hollyfield coming to pit road. He's going to take tires and fuel. Good racing. Green flag pit stop. Shaking up the cycle. Striker, thank you, sir. I appreciate you. There's Mr. Strickland out there. Says, have a great broadcast. Good luck to the drivers out there. Thank you, sir. Much love to you. Much love to you. How about Chop Shop Racing bringing their Xfinity Series back starting December 13th on Saturdays. Make sure you check out Chop Shop's Discord because, well, they'll give you a good time. SIM500 always giving you great action here on Wednesday nights. They've got a series starting in 2026 here as well, not just for Wednesday nights, but also Monday nights. So make sure you go to sim500.com to be able to look at that. Amp Racing League on Sunday nights. That's continuing. This Sunday, we start our winter series for the Sunday Fun Day. That's we're going to have, I think, 10 races of just pure insanity. I think we're doing... I got to look now. I don't even know what I'm doing. I mean, I know what I'm doing. Kind of. Winter Series schedule. We're doing Mazdas at Chicagoland. Yeah. No damage, no cautions, just a lot of fun. Doesn't matter where you win, doesn't matter what you do, you just do it. Tyler Dudley giving us a like. What's up, brother? I appreciate you. Thank you. Joe Hudson leading on the outside. Sees Ty Bass on the inside. Troy Height back of that 46, trying to save a little bit out of this one. What's up, Tyler? How you doing, sir? Much love to you. Now remember, folks, out there on Facebook, the pinned link is a direct way to help donate to my marathon. You're out there on Facebook. Much love to you. That marathon is to help provide extra dollars for cancer treatment for me. And on top of all that, if we get John Hickman Jr. coming to pit road, Kevin Stone, Brian Workman all on pit road, so some drivers that were up here trying to maximize their performance, well, they're doing just that. Bobby Wetzel just ahead of the 37. If you want to take part in that, we are $101 away from an IRL streamer. I'm going to take you on a day with me. Me and Chat are going to go on a date. I don't know what we're going to do yet, but we're going to do something. Mr. Van Ness, thank you for the like, sir. You're an amazing human being. Thank you, sir. Yeah, there you go. The Seventon stuff. We'll take Chad on a date. I don't know where we're going, but we're going somewhere. Doug Sigmund coming to pit road. Ty Bass and this group. You see, look at these guys. Tommy Ryan, Tyler Dalton, the 50 of Nick Silver, all coming around. They were catching this traffic right here. Now, if these guys can get it in and out of pit road quickly, well, you know, they'll find themselves working. EJ O'Rourke keeping on 14 as well. He'll be looking for pit road at any point. EJ making the pass is going to lead a lap. There's the 73 getting a lap back on the 41. Sigmund on pit road. EJ. But a 19-second deficit between he and Tyler Dalton. There's Nick Silver, the 99 there as well. Keep your eyes on the prize, folks. Eyes on the prize. David Schildhouse, back in 29th, he had a pit road speeding penalty. Nelson Rivera, I think that's what happened there as well. Robert Fryery III. All these drivers are running up inside there. Coming to pit road on this racetrack is tough because you have to get down to pit you have to commit below the line, right? And then you have to get down quickly. 17 of the 9 side by side. Kevin Stone, EJ O'Rourke on pit road. Kevin Stone working. With Tommy Ryan trying to take over the lead. Lap traffic just ahead of these drivers. The 9, the 17. They might get put 3 wide here. Nelson Rivera trying to shove on Bobby Wetzel. Jorgensen Jr. trying to find a way to park it there. 17 of Kevin Stone. Middle of that race line. 9. We'll see the 99 there. The 9 into the wall. Tommy Ryan. Nick Silver finding a way through. Jorgensen Jr. parking in the middle lane. Here comes Chad Coleman on the inside. 91 of Wesley Donaldson down on the bottom. 3 wide for the 6 and the 9. Giggity, 36 on the inside. Bobby Wetzel came down on the 6 there. Joey Jatina back into the mix as well. SIM500.com, the Fords trying to push their way forward. Nick Silver, first Ford in the field. Runs 4th in that running order. Right now, the 17 of Kevin Stone. Actually, having due diligence here to the 19. Tommy Ryan keeping on 44. Tyler Dalton on 43. Jorgensen Jr. on 44. All the big hype you could ever ask for. Love to see the chats. Love to see everybody out there knocking it down. Make sure that if you have the 34 got bumped. JP Phillips got bumped. He's got a right side that is absolutely, without question. I want to see what happened here. I don't know if he got free. If you watch the 34, he's just ahead of the 50 here. Corner exit for the 34. It looked like he got free. Oh, he gives him a bump and wiggles on him. And then boom. Great job keeping it under the wall. But man, oh man, that looked like it was rough. JP will have to soak up to these drivers right behind him to see if he can get in line and work his way forward. I'm trying to get back with him. Stephen Miles, Brian Macklin, Justin Fuller. This group trying to play catch up to Joey Jatina just ahead with Pack Racing. Tommy Ryan still leading the outside lane with Nick Silver. 38 on the bottom of the 19. The 17 still there. Kevin Stone basically flirting with whether or not he is on the lead lap. Kevin Stone in 21st. The 19 trying to find a hole and find a lane. Also needing some help. Chad Coleman able to get there with a 19. We'll see if Coleman can get one with a cause. And right now the 17 able to hold the inside lane. They might be saving here a little bit. Got to make sure they have all of their laps. WBD Diecast SIM500. Check them all out. Give them some love. Give them some support. Make sure that you take care of them. SIM500 also has a social media page. Go give them some love. 50 there with the 99. The 17 drawing dead even. Two forwards side by side. $38 to the 19. 19 to the back bumper to the 17. A huge checkup for the 19 there as he gets to the 17's back bumper. Nick Silver still drawing dead even as the 88 tries to push that forward so he can drop down in front of the 17. Kind of just see how this is playing out. You see the 88 draw down to side draft. Jorgensen Jr. We'll see Wesley Donaldson there as well. Because that inside lane isn't really going anywhere. The 99 to the 50. Want to keep themselves into the clear. The 88 has to get out of the gas a little early. Pulls the 50 and the 99. The 88 trying to run back to the corner, get right back to the 50. As Kevin Stone solidly a lap down now. Would be your lucky dog if caution were to come out. Nick Silver looking to draw clean air there. You see it roll. 91 into the wall a little bit there. Bobby Wetzel, 91 hard to the wall. Gets free off corner. Donaldson trying to roll back in. Going to be able to stay in the draft here, but look who's caught. Justin Fuller and company have finally caught the pack, and this pack is starting to get busy. Not able to run the pace that you thought that they were going to be able to run, and right now 6 laps better on fuel for Justin Fuller, Macklin, Stephen Miles. As now you see Joey Jatina just ahead in 7th. Fuller looks to the inside. Fuller, Stephen Miles, 14, running the outside lane. 5-1 up to the 14. Whoa, man, that was close. 14 out of the corner, 30 up on the outside lane. 14 drawing dead even again with the 36. McMahon, giving us some love. Appreciate you, sir. Entertainment value starting to get picked up here. Kevin Stone, Jorgensen Jr., Tyler Dalton, Kevin Stone able to draw dead even with those drivers. And right now, you see who's organized enough to be pushed. 5-1 and a 30 going. The outside lane, 41.57s. Fuller, 31.38. 31.31 last time by. 5-1 trying to pull a side draft. He will go to the inside. He will go 3 wide with a 17 here. 19 drops in. Glazer on the outside, 3 wide for Fuller. Fuller's going to be able to clear 3-6, 3-0. Here comes the 3-8 there in tow. 19 on the bottom side, trying to find help here. Kevin Stone now seeing that drop in, 88 to the 38. Tyler Dalton has no help here. The 17 trying to draw up to him. Ryan Macklin able to surge through the field, and now that outside lane, massive, massive run. 45 laps to go this next time by. Tommy Ryan leading. And we'll see when drivers hit that final pit stop, that final look, the final way. Oh, baby, somebody into the wall. Back straight away. Look at that. How about the 88? Nick Silver and Tommy Ryan finally. They're stepping on the gas. Oh, baby. Somebody at 91 into the wall. Wesley Donaldson. Stephen Harlow. Stephen Harlow had an issue. It's a checkup. Bobby Wetzel was pushing the 91 and the 6. There was a big checkup and nothing that Wesley Donaldson could do about it. Very minimal damage for Stephen Harlow, so opportunity. Bobby Wetzel will be your lucky, should be your lucky dog if he did not get incidental contact from that. If he's not, then that'll go to Brian Workman. Tommy Ryan, your race leader. Everybody coming to pit road. They'll be able to make it on tires and fuel, as they all do right now. So we'll see them all drop in. We're going to take a hydrate break and be right back with you in just a moment. We got action. We got racing. We got a whole lot of fun. We'll be back in a moment. Lights are off on the pace truck. Tommy Ryan, Mark Jorgensen Jr., Nick Silver, Donaldson checked the truck. Should be good. And the racing doth be racing. Thank you, Budgie, for the clip. I appreciate you. I need to start. I need to go back to the content, upload those clips too. Re-upload them. All right, ready to go. Let's do it. We're green. Tommy Ryan going. Big lead. 40 laps to go. Next time by 41 as we speak. '88 to the inside. There comes Stephen Miles to the back bumper. 50 of Nick Silver. Jorgensen Jr. leading for the first time. 24 to the 88. 99 has the 20. Justin Fuller. Brian Macklin. Tyler Dalton on the inside. The Nick Silver. Tommy Ryan. Bentley Glazer on the outside. Chad Coleman up there as well. Coleman looking. 88 doing a great job trying to travel the inside, but Tommy Ryan just has a great shot for the 50. And the 88 still there on the inside. 50 right back to the back bumper. 24 doing everything he can. 5-1 there in the middle as well, trying to run close to the 24, keeping him honest here. Separation from the drivers on the outside. The 88 of Jorgensen almost needed that inside lane, or needed that, the 88 of Jorgensen needed that outside lane to have a little less draw. But now the side draft from the 99. 24 right there on the back bumper again. A good run so far. How about it? Sounds of iRacing coming at you. My button stopped working there. Good Lord. Wesley Donaldson just behind Jeff Ryan. Randy Yoakum in the 834. JP Phillips searching for a hold. Climbs up top here. Joey Chatina there as well. How about the 9? That's Bobby Wetzel. He's got Nelson Rivera, who is a lap down over those penalties. Still holding on to what he has. David Schildhouse and that 20. Looking to the inside on the 8. 91 to the 8. 91 to the 9 out there. 91 carrying the corner of the 3. Bobby Wetzel, 3 wide again. 8 up to the 91. Right now the 91 on a rock in a hard spot. Wesley Donaldson trying to get clear. Donaldson to the 9. 9 trying to push him forward. And right now, Randy Yoakum soaks up Robert Fryery the 3rd. 8 drifts up the race line a little bit there, just a touch. That got almost chaotic there. Able to hold on. JP Phillips looking. There's a 34. He keeps seeing that lane open up in the middle. And he'll put that truck there if he needs to. The 3 in front of the 91. Trying to roll forward. JP Phillips finding Joey Chatina just ahead. That's your 10th spot right there. Jorgensen Jr. still leading on the inside lane. Nick Silver has had the run. 29 laps to go here at Echo Park, Atlanta Motor Speedway. A good look at what these drivers are trying to do. Good battles. And it's getting antsy. .26 laps to go. Chad Coleman. How about that group back there? Ron Hollyfield in that 25. As Joe Hudson there on the inside. Kevin Stone up 8. Biggest mover of the race right now. Bentley Glazer up 18. Randy Yoakum up 17 of that 8 truck. Schildhouse still working. He's the first driver off the lead lap. Trying to keep himself there. Nelson Rivera just behind him. Mark Jorgensen Jr. leading on the inside. Stephen Miles, Nick Silver. 5-1, keeping the 24 close. 30 of Macklin, same concept. Tommy Ryan able to edge here into the corner. And the 5-1 to the 24. They're shoving hard here. Trying to keep everybody moving forward to that bottom side. Organized very well, but on the back straightaway, what I'm seeing is the 5-1 get a good bump to him, and then right there, Bentley Glazer able to keep the 5-1's distance, that air bubble, that travel bubble that you're seeing. So that side draft kind of wraps up and around. Nick Silver almost had that inside lane. Jorgensen will lead that lap. Tommy Ryan Still doing what he does. How many lead changes have we had? Well, we've had 21 lead changes. 2 cautions for 6 laps total. Green flag pit stops at Echo Park. The 24 looks to get to the corner. 5-1, good push down to the corner. 5-0, a good push down to the down into that corner. Tyler Dalton, Joey Jatina trying to work. Joey Jatina keeping it on the outside lane, prevailing. 24 trying to get right back to the back bumper. Tommy Ryan, Nick Silver keeping that outside lane together. Nick Silver doing a phenomenal job of keeping, just keeping. Look at that bump. Bumps into the corner. Inside lane checkup. 5-1 keeps the 24 close. Watch the run on corner exit. 5-1 trying to keep the 24 there. Those left side tires trying to pay dividends there. The outside lane just able to run smoother on the racing surface currently with the drivers that are up there. Chad Coleman. 88, and Chad Coleman drawing near. Now look at that run the inside lane gets. And a big checkup. 34 to the outside of Joey Jatina. JP Phillips arcas the wall. There's a little connection thing there. 8 to the bottom. Joe Hudson trying to work. Wesley Donaldson trying to carry on as well. And we'll see Charles Woods up 12. Jorgensen Jr. back on the inside. All that ground that the outside lane made up. Now seeing the 24, the 5-1. Look at that double tandem bump to the 88. 99 is going to get a run here. With the 5-1 to the 24 close for this lap. Will be 19 laps to go. And a good run for Tommy Ryan there. Joey Jatina in total of 38. 19 on the bottom side. Tyler Dalton keeping himself going. Running through it. Well, let's go for the pop. Tommy Ryan, Steven Miles. Look at Fuller willing that truck. And I tell you what, the 88 might have gotten a little bit tight there, having to get out of the gas on the bottom side of the race line. Nick Silver trying to get that 99 clear, trying to set up something for this race. Bentley Glazer up on the outside. Brian Macklin there as well. How about we go back to Troy Height in the 46 as David Schildhouse to the bottom. Jeff Ryan on the outside of the 22. Rick Swavely coming to pit road. Tyrone Harris coming to pit road. There's Ty Bass right behind the 98 of Charles Woods. The 23 of Joe Hudson there as well. Wesley Donaldson keeping up with the 73. There's the 25 of Ron Hollyfield just ahead of him. You can feel the tension kind of just circumventing right now. Bob says really good race so far. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. $16 laps to go. Echo Park, Atlanta Motor Speedway, however you want to call it. The mile-and-a-half super speedway and the trucks. EJ coming to pit road. $14 drops in. Joey trying to set up here. Coming on 77. If fuel is a concern, when does it happen? Whoa. 46 there on the inside. Tyler Dalton 3 wide. Randy Yoakum up under the wall just a little bit. Should be good. A little wall scrape. He's fine. 91 to the 25. 25 with a run on the 9. keeping yourselves in touch with the front of the field. You can get such big runs in the truck, and you can give yourself a little bit of leeway, right, when it comes to being off of the pack. Because if you can keep yourself within a second of the field, you're going to be able to draw back and draw closer and be able to try to make passes, run the natural line around the racetrack, and do exactly what you need to do. Holyfield to the 8. Wesley Donaldson burps the throttle there just a little bit. Runs into the corner. 25 carrying the corner. 91 sees Randy Yoakum on the outside. Randy trying to roll forward. Donaldson. Again, if you see Donaldson drop into the corner here, he is running the natural line around what a 1.5 mile race line would look like. And being able to do so means he's less out of the gas and he's able to keep himself standing in contention. Tommy Ryan, Mark Jorgensen Jr., however, they are deadlocked side by side, 2 back. Carlos Woods up 12, 19 spots gained for Bentley Glazer. 10 for Brian Macklin, Chad Coleman, right where he started. So is Joey Jettina. 34, J.P. Phillips on the bottom side, off 7 from the start of the race. 11 for Tyler Dalton. Tyler Dalton, of course, was your pole sitter. And right now, he is trying to work. Donaldson to Ron Holyfield. Randy Yoakum there with a 91. 73 just behind. John Higman Jr. keeping himself right there in the mix. Because if something happens and the other drivers ahead of him are, well, you know, in a good way, well, we'll see it happen. 88 to the 24, 5-1-30. 24 to the back bumper. I tell you what, we got 9 laps to go, and the race has just really begun. Two cautions so far with 8 laps to go. Jorgensen Jr., Tommy Ryan, the 24, the 5-1 of Justin Fuller. Drivers leaning on each other as best as they can. The 99 of Tommy Ryan trying to work higher to get that 5-1. Scrubs some speed off. Pulls up to the 5-1 outside lane. Finding the challenge to move forward. J.P. Phillips not really finding that big of a challenge. 36 to the 38. The 20 up into the mix as well. You lap down trucks up there trying to stay ahead of each other. Nelson Rivera not too far back from David Schildhouse, but Robert Fryery the third right behind the 24. Donaldson keeping a close eye on the field ahead. So is the 8 of Randy Yoakum. Was keeping an eye on Ron Holyfield here. Opportunity for anything to happen. And a caution. The 23, the 38, Robert Fryery the third. Joe Hudson, a part of all that. There was a 38 on the outside of Joey there. They parked it 3 wide, so there's Chad Coleman right about there, and just ahead is Bentley Glazer. This all settled up for 3 wide on corner exit. J.P. Phillips parked it on the inside of the 30. So the 30's up high. 34 travels the inside lane, gets the nose there. 36, 3 wide. And JP Phillips making a daring move there. 38 has a little bit of a tap there. Randy Yoakum, corner exit. Yeah, just pinched tight. And the 36 gets to the wall. And it all kind of goes haywire from there. Joe Hudson, one of those drivers, again caught. Jorgensen Jr., Tommy Ryan, Stephen Miles staying out. David Schildhouse will be your lucky dog. He'll be back tailing the longest line. Rick Swavely was looking as well. So Stephen Miles, your race leader. Third caution of the race. That'll set up what would be probably a natural green-white checkered attempt. Jorgensen Jr. coming off pit road. Some drivers taking tires here. Some drivers taking right side tires, I think. A little bit of fuel. Still run light. Stephen Miles, Mark Jorgensen Jr., Tyler Dalton, Brian Macklin, Joey Jettina, Justin Fuller, Nick Silver, Rick Swavely coming to pit road. How about Richard? Qualified decently, had something happen at the beginning of the race and was able to get back out there and gain a few spots. We'll see who the championship 12 are after this race here at Echo Park. WBD Diecast Customs Truck Series here for SIM500. Signature eSports, calling all the racing. You call me Signature Esports. Call me Signature. Call me Jason. Whatever you want to call me. Just don't call me late for dinner because I'm usually cooking it. Lights are going to be off on the pace truck. It will be a natural green-white chip. We'll have two laps to go. We go back to green. So a natural green-white checkered attempt. Stephen Miles winning the first race of the regular season. It would be fitting if he could win the second race or the last race of the regular season. But anything can happen. Dalton, Fuller, Ryan, Phillips, Schildhouse locked in. Chad Coleman at 28th is locked in as well. The rest of the spots up for grabs here. Stephen Miles, Jorgensen Jr. right on that cusp. The 24, the 88, the 19, the 30, the 5-1, the 5-0, the 9-1 up there with the 3. And they're going their green. A good restart, side by side, 2 to go. Tyler Dalton gets turned. Oh, baby. I don't know who had the lead there. I think Jorgensen had the lead. On the restart there, Tyler Dalton will have our first attempt at a green-white checkered coming up. I think Jorgensen Jr. had the lead there. Stephen Miles into the corner. Tyler Dalton. Now, Stephen Miles took off. They got past the start-finish line. If we go to Tyler Dalton here, who is locked in as well. Went to the inside and just got the 24 free. Had to check up for the 24. The 5-1 was still there. And the 5-0, the 9-8. I tell you what, Tyler really didn't take that much damage. So, Jorgensen Jr. playing catch-up right now. Fourth caution of the race. Stephen Miles, Brian Macklin, Justin Fuller, Wesley Donaldson, Tommy Ryan. Everybody holding on. Nelson Rivera should be your lucky dog if he stayed out of that one. I do believe he did. I think he was able to whoa up there. Just had to. Oh, baby. Yep. He is good to go. Tyler Dalton to pit road. Having to jump in, I do believe. Or no, he pulled in. I didn't think his damage was that bad, but I was way wrong. He got more damage after the fact than I thought. Hold on. Oh, the 98 tearing up the right front there. So from this point of view, it didn't look that bad, but I was way wrong. Nick Silver on pit road, Bentley Glazer on pit road. A lot of drivers on pit road right now. Doug Sigmund, next to eligible contestant for the lucky dog spot. And Jorgensen Jr. had the lead when the caution came out. The 24 got freed up enough. That caused the issue. Bunch of copter coming at you. So we'll see Jorgensen Jr., Stephen Miles, Brian Macklin, Justin Fuller. There's two Toyotas finding their way forward. Fourth caution of the race as we get down to it. First attempt at the green-white checkered coming up. We had a natural just a moment ago. 121 being completed. 24 saving fuel on the flat part of the racetrack here. And there's smoke, there's fire. That's the way I see it. Look at the SIM500 for an incredible regular season. We have 5 races left in the SIM500 WBD Diecast Truck Series. We're coming down to where the playoffs begin. Wesley Donaldson on the inside, 30 there as well, 88. Leads that inside row, the 24, the 5-1, the 99, the 46. Buddy trying to make sure that they keep themselves nice and tight here. David Schildhouse was able to work his way through to 14th. Joey Jatina there on the bottom side as well. Ron Hollyfield up 17 spots. Hard Charger currently. We still have a lot of racing and a lot of things could happen. Hey, 500 biddies. Thank you, Budgie. I appreciate you for the 500 bits. I appreciate that very much. Oh, I agree, Budgie. These guys, amazing drive. An amazing drive. We had an amazing race last night, in my opinion. An amazing race tonight. Fourth caution of the race. 88 to the 30. Into the restart zone. They go. They're green. Jorgensen Jr., Brian Macklin, Stephen Miles, Wesley Donaldson on the bottom side. 5-1 to the 2-4, 88. Trying to work to be clear. 30. Trying to push as clear as he can. The 5-1 to the 2-4, 88, 5-1 looking to the outside of the 24. 99 looking to the inside, 88. Oh, caution comes out. Jorgensen Jr. will have another attempt at a green-white checkered. Brian Macklin settling in. Charles Woods, Mark Schrader almost to the white line. Charles Woods got free. Oh, man, up to the 48. Charles Woods of the 98 got into the corner. He hit the bottom of the apron there. That truck is just not turning. He's got no downforce on the back bumper. You see how free he is? And it just turns on him and then snaps up the race line. Good Lord. All right, Jorgensen Jr., Stephen Miles, still the look here. Well, the caution came out. I have to look again. So the caution comes out right about, take a look here. Right about back here somewhere. Hold on. Let's look at the race leader right here. Back here. There's that. Yeah, right there. Brian Macklin edged on the inside, so he should be P2 right now. He is. I think Steven's just run to the bottom side, trying to make sure he has enough fuel, because this is a playoff for Stephen Miles if he can keep himself in second, up inside the top 5. Hello there, babe. There's the babe. Hello, people. I think next flag ends this race. Jorgensen Jr., Brian Macklin. Macklin's going to have Fuller right there on his back bumper. And the 88. Going to need a restart and the most defensive race line you've ever seen. The 91 of Wesley Donaldson right behind the 24. Oh, it did? Okay. All right. Well, we'll do something about, I'll have to do something about that tomorrow. Oh, goodness. Okay. All right. Well. It's got new features. I'll take a look. 88 to the 24, the 91. The 30, the 5-1, the 99. J.P. Phillips working his way through the field. Let's try it again, folks. Jorgensen, Macklin, Miles, Fuller. They're going, they're green. Oh, 30 gets free. 88. He's Brian Macklin on the outside. Fuller, big shove to the 30. 99 in tow. 24 to the back bumper to the 88. Big shove down to the back straightaway. Bumper to bumper to bumper. Macklin, Jorgensen. Wesley Donaldson trying to keep the outside lane moving. 30 to the 5-1. 88 back on the inside. Side draft special. White flag waves, final lap, big wreck behind him. Tommy Ryan to the outside, Wesley Donaldson in the middle of the mix, J.P. Phillips to the back bumper. 34 to the 24. Oh, the 99 taking out a driver or two. Justin Fuller to Brian Macklin, Wesley Donaldson, Fuller. Gets into him. Donaldson gets taken out, 24. How about it? Jorgensen wins, Fuller second. And the 24 of Stephen Miles comes home third. What an end to that race. Jorgensen Jr. going to win it here. Go back to the white flag right before it. Kevin Stone. There's the 3 and taking out the 14. The drivers took the white flag before the caution could happen. And then at the checkered flag, if you take a look, Wesley Donaldson right here. Parked in there, the 99, the 91 right there with him. Oh, the 30 got free. 91 trying to hold on to it. There's David Schildhouse able to work himself inside the top. How about the 91? He was able to pull a video game move out and finish this race. Man, oh man. Jorgensen Jr. giving us a holy cow chicken nugget. Race results. Oh, no, no, that's empty, all that. Race results courtesy of WBD Diecast. Jorgensen Jr., Justin Fuller, Stephen Miles, JP Phillips, Nick Silver, your top 5. Schildhouse, Ron Hollyfield, Donaldson, Macklin, Glazer, Kevin Stone, Ty Bass, Tommy Ryan, Joey Chatina, all on the lead lap. Troy Height, lap down. Randy Yoakum, a lap down. John Higman Jr., a lap down. Jeff Ryan, Bobby Wetzel, Nelson Rivera, your top 20. As this one finishes up. Jorgensen Jr., I think this is Jorgensen's first win as well. That's about nuts. Robert Fryery, the third. EJ O'Rourke, Mark Schrader, Doug Sigmund, Ryan Wertman, your top 25. Charles Woods, Tyler Dalton, Tyrone Harris, Chad Coleman, Joe Hudson through 30th. And then then Rick Swavely, Stephen Harlow, Jerry Bergeron, Logan Kogar, and Eric Arnold did not start today's race. He's going to celebrate. He's got reason to celebrate. He's going to have himself an interview. We know he's going to. What he does, he's going to burn it down. Well, how about it? While Jorgie celebrates, we know this interview is gonna take a moment. We'll talk to P2 tonight. Justin Fuller, as the runner up there, man. You and Macklin, big shoves, working hard together for the majority of the night. P2 overall, regular season championship in the bag as well. Moving on to the round of 12. Congratulations, man. This was a great season for you. And this race had everything you could probably ask for this kind of super speedway racing.
Man, I usually love this place, but it was just so hard to pass tonight. The track really needed more grip to make moves. We just kind of all sat in a line, which was kind of annoying. So I don't know. Kind of disheartened about that a little bit. It was just really tough. Obviously, we were able to get there eventually, but kind of through pitch strategy and other stuff like that. I don't know. It was a great season for sure. What do we got here? Sorry, I'm stalling.
No, you're good. You're good. No, don't stay. It's fine.
We got 18 starts. We got and 14 top 5s, 14 top 10s, 6 wins. I mean, that's really great season. So, we just got to keep it up and finish the deal. That's all it is. That's all it boils down to. We got a lot of great tracks. We got Texas, Rockingham, Iowa, 3 of my best tracks. Because you got Talladega in there in the middle, and not very good at Homestead. So we gotta really have the good first 4 races and then just survive that Homestead race and see what we can do.
This has been an epic season to watch you save and learn. I mean, I tell you what, six wins on this season for these through these 18 starts, and this is this is one of those seasons that you look back and you say, all right, this is where my best tracks were, but there's always something to be learned every time we step behind one of these sim vehicles. What was the biggest thing you learned this season about yourself, or about the league, or about the drivers around you?
Um, I don't really know. Didn't really learn anything about anybody. It's kind of all the same. So, um, yeah, I don't really think I learned anything. It's just coming out here and having fun every week. Aside from what I feel about the race tonight, we didn't have that many cautions, and it really was a great race for everybody. So I mean, we had green flag pit stop cycle there. You can't ask for much more than that.
So this is the first time I've seen a green flag pit cycle in any league at this racetrack. So, I'm sorry, in the trucks. So that was awesome to watch, and then the chaos and carnage that kind of happened when it came to everybody cycling together. It was interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I know for a fact that this is the first green flag cycle we've had in a Premier Series at this track. So, um, I was shocked that we got to that. I really thought, because usually we get about to a pit cycle and then there's a wreck. So, um, I kind of felt like that was going to be the same tonight. But we have had our pretty good cycle of races going right now. So I did do some practice on pit road entry tonight, and I think that might have helped play a factor. Our pit strategy wasn't very good tonight. I should have realized that. We couldn't really go anywhere, and I didn't realize that we had short fuel tank tonight. I kind of forgot about that. So when I pitted the first time, one of the first caution, took tire fuel only. I thought I was going to be able to just go on one more stop, but that wasn't the case, and kind of set me behind for the rest of the night. But we were able to make it back up. Sorry, I'm losing my voice a little bit. So
You're good, man. You're good. A lot of racing throughout the night. This was a blast to watch, and yeah, I mean, it's a great series. This Wednesday night series has been a blast. And I know that there's a lot more racing coming on my platform, but you guys have 5 races left to crown another champion in this series, and I'm looking forward to it. Justin, give you shout outs, man. This was fun.
yeah, thanks to you put on the broadcast. Thanks to SIM500 LA events for what they do. Thanks to WBD Diecast for sponsoring the series. Thanks to all my teammates they had from Math Motorsports. Do kind of feel bad for Brian there on the last lap. Yeah, I know he was on 2 tires, and there's not really a whole lot I can do right there in that situation. I'm trying to push him to the win, and he just got a little loose there on my nose, and then I got into him, and not a whole lot I could do there. So that kind of sucked. I know he's kind of been down on the dumps with how his races have been going lately. So, um, but he had a good night still, regardless, and he finished 9th, better than what he thought he was probably going to do. So, hopefully he can carry that momentum into the playoffs and have a good run there as well. Yeah, thanks to everybody that watched tonight. I'm sure I think I went back and picked through the broadcast last week. You saw my new truck, and I got Toys for Tots on here. So, um, this is a real world scheme. It's not like a fantasy scheme or anything. So,
Mm-hmm.
I really like the truck, and then it just kind of coincidence you had a Toys for Tots thing going on. So, I was like, yeah, I bet you he's gonna like that. So,
I did.
um, hopefully I'll go back through and pick through this broadcast tomorrow when I'm at work, and I guess we'll see you in a week.
It's gonna be a blast, Justin. Much love, man. And yeah, thank you for running Toys for Tots on the back as well. I love the paint scheme. I like this. I like both of the paint schemes you've been running, but this one I like. This one holds a little bit more to my attention. So I appreciate it.
Yeah, I like this one a lot more too. I don't know if I'll run it for the rest of the races, but I might bounce back and forth between a paint scheme or two now. So, the last scheme I had it for a long time, and I really wanted the new one. So thanks to Trey Edson for pulling the scheme off for me. I think I asked him on a Sunday, and he got it to me by Tuesday. So,
That's awesome.
I really appreciate that by him, and he's a really good friend of mine, and he's a really good designer, and pays a lot of attention to detail, and um, it shows on all of our schemes. Me, Brian, Trey, EJ. Um, even a few other guys in the series. So, um, yeah, looking forward to the next one, Texas, and see what we can do there.
I like it. Fuller, congratulations on the regular season championship. On to try to win the big one.
Yep, thanks. Have a good one.
You too. That's Justin Fuller coming home And we're gonna pull up Stephen Miles because we know I'm pulling up Miles because I know George's getting he's ready. I gotta save the best one for last. You and Georgie working so well together, man. That inside lane, you needed so much to happen, right? So much to go your way, so much to just I mean push, right? And man, oh man, a couple of times just kind of I don't know, just it was intense. And then like you get freed up and then you get like it settles back in and you're just he's just barely ahead of you and I mean it would have been nice to see you be able to try to control the restart there. I don't know who I'm more excited to but I mean hey, playoffs, you're going to the playoffs. I don't know if you saw that, but you're going to the playoffs. That's going on. So like what a race, man. Steven, walk me through it, brother. This was fun.
Oh man, let me start off, man. I took off last week to do this big race, and I put myself behind the ball. And Monday, I had to do the same thing. I had to do a complete, all in all, good race to make the playoffs. And after that first pit stop, pitting by myself, falling back, I started, kind of wondering what's going on with Nelson and looking at the playoff picture and trying to make sure my mind was right to get back to the pack and do what's right for myself. And I don't know how it happened, but I worked my way up to the top five, and I got behind Mark, and he's my teammate on Monday. So I mean, 88 and 24. I mean that combination, that's them my numbers right there. Anyway, Hendrick Motorsports. So I was dedicated to push him to the win and stay behind him and get the best finish I can, knowing Nelson was a lap down. But it got kind of hectic there at the end. Everybody pity but me. I
Yeah.
thought it would be some more people that'll stay out and I was playing the points game and I chose the wrong one. And right there on the restart, man, my tires were just spinning and Tyler Dalton went low and I was like, and it caused a wreck and put Nelson back on the lead lap. And I was like, oh, man. So right there at the end, I didn't want to let Mark down. With my old tires, I had like 30 some laps on them, and I had fuel I had to worry about. I had to save fuel, and I mean, I was close to running out. So I was like, oh man, they're just trying to make this green, and I don't know what happened there, man. The first lap, it was hooked up. The second lap, I had to lift a lot in 3 and 4, and Fuller and them got into it, and luckily I was able to bring this thing home third. But man, right there, that long run with Fuller pushing me, I was just trying not to run Mark over, and him pushing me, making me lose. And then we're getting tight in the corner because the right front burnt off, and it was just hectic. And I know Mark was dealing with a lot of stuff with the arrow, with me pushing him, and he's getting arrow tight, even though he's up front, his right front's off. So man, this race was hectic, but man, two days in a row pretty much where I had to drive a good race to get in the playoffs, and now it's a reset button, and now it's on.
Big reset. 5 races left in this season. I was able to kind of look at the points and kind of see where everybody needed to be, and you got 12 fantastic drivers inside the chase here. But I tell you what, if it's 5 races to determine who's going to be the most consistent and winning races and having clean races is going to be huge. I mean, when you have a good streak, you have a good streak. But if you see, remember Justin had 3 in a row in tracks that he was favored, and that's that. There's I don't know if you got your eye on somebody besides Fuller, who else is it going to be to go up there and snack some over the next 5 weeks?
Oh man, you already know Shieldhouse, Mark. It's a couple other guys, man, but those are the ones I gotta worry about. I know I started the season off great, and then I took off in the middle of the season, had to handle some things in life, and came back and was kind of rusty and getting my feet back wet, and I mean I feel good now. I'm really I don't see nobody but me now. It's on.
I like
It's
it.
on. It's Mark. It's Shieldhouse. It's Tommy. It's the whole top 12 could really get it, but the most consistent drivers was 4. I feel.
It's going to be huge, and I mean that in every word that it means to be huge. I like playoff racing. I like championship racing, and we got championship caliber race car drivers right here. Sorry, I can't call them just race cars, stock trucks, whatever you want to call it. Having a lot of fun, Steven. This was a great race. Green flag pit stops had all the bells and whistles that you could ask for a Truck Series race. But a P3 tonight, and moving on to race for a championship over the next 5 weeks. Give your shout outs, man. This was a lot of fun.
Man, I appreciate you, man. You know, your work ethic, I always speak highly of what you do every single day. Hope everything's going good with you and your situation or whatever. And God bless. Thank Joey, man, for putting his league on and taking care of me, allowing me to race in this stuff. Um, the drivers, I mean, it was a pretty good race. It was kind of a little tense moments, but the drivers did a really good one tonight. Um, my mom, my dad, my biggest supporters, my fans that they've been missing me and been looking for me. I'm back and appreciate them watching and tuning in and keeping me in this stuff, you know, motivated. Um, man, most of all, man, Jesus Christ, man, just for waking us up early in the morning so we can wreck at night. You feel me? And that's it, man. That's all I got.
That's it. That's it. That's exactly it. That's exactly it. I call it. It's fake cars but real racing, but you got to be up in the morning to be able to do it. So, praise be him, man. I appreciate you as always. I will see you next week, man. Good luck in the rest of your races this week.
Thank you.
That is Mr. Stephen Miles. We love him. We appreciate him. He is an amazing human being from Houghton, Louisiana. And then last but not last, save the best for last, because I'm going to tell you what, it's first win this season, and comes at the perfect time here at Echo Park. Mark Jorgensen Jr., I saved you for last because I knew we were going to talk.
Yes, sir. Man, I tell you what, what a I mean, I felt really good with my point situation, right? It's all about just racing smart, but qualified towards the front. Felt like, hey, that's where I needed to be. Didn't even really pay attention to the track or anything. I kind of jumped into practice a little late, but guys was telling me the track temps 130 something degrees. It's slick, and I was like, oh man, this is gonna be nice. And man, right out the gate, man, just you can run hard for a couple laps, and then after that, man, the truck was just kind of unpredictable. Had that pushy tight, loose and all that crap. So one lap, you'd be running real good, hooking the bottom, and the next lap you don't do anything different. That thing just takes off up the track. So I felt with how it was driving that the 3 wide moves were going to be very few and far between. So it's one of those, like, you just had to, you basically was gridlocked towards the front. Like, you couldn't go anywhere. By the time you got laps under your belt, bottom side, top side, everybody was lifting. So, you couldn't get away from anybody. You couldn't put no runs together. So at that point, I was like, man, I'm going to have to try to do what I can to stay towards the front. It worked out. Hey, a win is great. Don't get me wrong. But, the bigger picture was to be able to make the playoffs. And, hey, man, 88's in the playoffs. We're going to be running for a championship. I tell you, man, the guy to beat, it's going to be Justin. But we'll see what we can put together.
And it's one of the strong suits of everything that we see, right, is, who do you pick, right? Who do you feel like you need to be racing? And it's absolutely insane to watch the style of racing everybody's been able to throw together. I mean, you're going to be racing against your teammates in the Cup Series. You've got Fieldhouse out there with you. Tommy's going to be running. Wesley's out there. You got Ty Bass, Bentley Glazer, who's been turning on us late as well. I mean, everybody inside that top 12, they're there to stand their ground.
Yeah, so I mean, for all the guys that made it, right? I mean, there's a reason we made it, and it's going to be tough. Which that's what I want. I mean, I want it to be hard. I want it to be, just tough and just not just given. Like you've got to earn it. I got a couple guys, that I'll be paying attention to, and yeah, man, I'm just so glad, you made that comment, finally got a win. I can't believe, it's taken this freaking long to get a dang W in the dang trucks. But, hey, at a super speedway, if you will, I'll take it any way I can get it. And man, I'm just so excited to get to the next track. I don't even know where we're running at next, but
Legacy,
it,
Texas.
Legacy, Texas. Oh yeah, we'll be good there. Which everybody else, all the guys are going to be good there. So it should be fun. I mean, the biggest thing is just running smart and just not putting yourself in tough spots. If you have a wreck or a DNF or whatever, I mean, you basically can just go ahead and write yourself out of the mix. But you just gotta just be smart. If you can't win, just get what you can get. Don't step over that line and put yourself in the fence. Don't shoot yourself in the foot. But we're gonna bring it, Jason. I mean, we're gonna give them hell. Uh, like I said, I know who I'm going to be racing with for the championship, and I guys bring it. They've been, and it's about time that we do something to kind of put a stop to Fuller and his winning ways in the trucks. But God, I'm just so looking forward to it. Like I said, I had a pretty good point buffer going into tonight, but man, I'm just stoked, man. It's just it's awesome to win. And like I said, I tell you all the time, Jason, if I can't win, it's just, I just, all I care about is top three, just so I can talk to you. It's always a blast on Wednesday night. And there on that last restart, man, I had Stephen Miles behind me, and I knew that he was on really old tires because he'd been staying out. And when I saw Macklin was to my outside and he had Fuller behind him, I was like, oh man, they're probably just going to motor right past us. And I tell you what, man, Stephen did a hell of a job. He stayed committed. I think Macklin was getting turned going into three, so I'm sure if it wasn't for that, he probably would have had the momentum to carry him past me. But that's racing. Stuff's going to happen, and I finally got one. Finally.
I mean, no disrespect with my finally what I was saying there. And the only reason why I say that is because I know you're capable of winning. I've watched you do it.
Oh yeah.
I've watched it. But it just goes to show just how competitive the trucks are. Some people say, well, the trucks are easy. Yeah. When everybody around you is as good as you are in the trucks, you have to be the better driver and save your stuff, save the truck, be able to read the lane, read what's going on with yourself. I think the trucks are the level playing field of good racing. And that's what brings this series to be as good as it is.
Right. I am very humble by all means. I do think I'm quick, but I also think that there's others that are quicker. Guys that can figure it out and save tires. You've seen Justin win countless races. The guy's phenomenal. Tommy, I mean, that guy is so freaking good at saving tires and being fast. And here I am thinking that, I'm just as good, but again, he's just one step above me. But it's going to be fun. We're going to race each other hard. We're going to race, all of us in the top 12 are going to race with respect. But again, there's a bigger goal at the end of the season that we're all trying to get to. And like I say, you just got to be smart. And there's going to be some tracks coming up that I'm probably going to want to go wide open and whatnot. But you got to be smart. You got to save them tires. Hey, it don't matter how quick you are at the beginning of a run. It all depends on how quick you are at the end of the run.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, man, maybe I just need to get him behind Tommy and just ride and just see what he's doing different and whatnot. But that's all. Hey, man, it's all good. We're going to be there. I promise you, Jason, we're going to be there. The guys are going to know we're there. Like I said, man, the top 12 are there. Everybody, they're very deserving. Now it's time to basically nut up and see who can get the job done.
I don't disagree. I'm looking forward to it. I tell you what, a lot of racing still left to go. The season 5 races left before the end of the year. We've got the Gen 4 series coming up on Wednesday nights again. Cup series coming to Signature Esports on Mondays. Like, there's a lot happening with SIM500,
Awesome.
and you guys are, you guys are in the middle of playoffs in multiple series, and it's amazing to hear the back and forth, like everything that is happening. Brings everybody together on both nights, and it's really, really, really fantastic to hear. Steven, like, he was all up in smiles. You could hear it in his voice, the inflection that was happening. Happy to be able to be there working with you, because you guys are teammates on Mondays. You know, there's a lot of it's just awesome to hear. Just kind of how everybody just gets in there and finds their own way.
I mean, it's an absolute blast. I mean, there's a reason that I call SIM500 home. The core group of guys. I mean, everybody's so freaking good, and it's fun to race against everybody. You know, we're not perfect by any means. We're going to screw up from time to time, but there are a pile of us in this league that they know that, you know, man, I know I can race that guy really hard, and I can put it on his door, and I know that he's going to hit his mark, and he ain't going to slide up and wreck me. You know, there's a lot of guys that you can race like that with. It's so freaking fun. You know, I went back and, you know, after me and the wife had our whatnot, you know, after last week at Chicago, right? You know, I went back and watched the broadcast and saw that epic battle that me and Tommy had, and just to listen to his interview at the end of the race, right, man, you know, he was jacked and he was pumped, and, you know, it's fun to race with guys like that, and to be able to do that on Monday night, Wednesday night, you know, just kind of, you know, build that racecraft for one another. I mean, like I said, man, a lot of us in the league know who you race like that with, and that's really fun, especially when you're going after a win, you know, to race with those guys. And like I said, there's times where it's tough, but that's what I look forward to, man. You know, everybody's so competitive. Everybody wants to do good. Everybody wants to win, and you know, it's one of those that it is hard to win in this league. Monday night, Wednesday night, it don't matter what night, it's hard. And when you do win, like, you feel like you done something. So I'll tell you what, Jason, my night is complete because I whooped the dog snot out of Shield House. You know, I beat him. Yeah, I beat him. I mean, I basically I walked the dog, man. I took it to him, and you know, hey, man, here I am screwing up, you know, my pit road and whatnot the last couple of weeks and whatever. And what does he do? He screws up his pit road, and only difference is he was able to battle back and get him a really good finish. But like I said, man, I'm all smiles. My night's complete. David, well, you're probably not listening because you're an old man, so you're probably already in bed. But David, when you tune in tomorrow and you hear my interview, son, I whooped that ass.
He said, you know, the next time he gets an interview, he's going to say the same thing anyway. So.
Oh, I know. I mean, hey, we just go back and forth, man. I tell you what, I love that guy a bunch, and just that me and him back and forth throughout the week. You know, whether it be Monday night or Wednesday night, you know, we try to amp each other up, right? And like for me, like hey, man, all I care about is beating Fuller, beating Shield House. And, you know, whenever you do win, you're able to accomplish both of those feats. So, you know, it definitely puts a smile on my face. But, David, I'm telling you, buddy, if you're tuning in, which you better be listening to this long-winded interview, I whooped that butt.
Oh, I love it.
I do too. And I mean, he better love it. Okay, we're going to be bringing it these next 5 weeks, Jason. I mean, we're all going to be bringing it. So, man, you know, I ended up going back, you know, at the home screen of iRacing just to see what my last few finishes have been in this league. And I tell you what, man, I've been putting a string of top fives together, whether it be Monday night or Wednesday night. So, what a time to be able to get things figured out and start doing good. And like I said, man, you know, I'm always learning. there's guys that are better than me, in this league. So, we got a little bit of, yeah, I mean, me, them guys just wrecked out next couple of weeks and whatnot, kind of just handed it to me. But hey, I'll take it any way I can get. But it's going to be fun. It's going to be epic. It's going to be tough, challenging. Hopefully we all stay level-headed and, just remember at the end of the day, there's just a video game, right? There ain't no need to lose friendships and whatnot because of something stupid. But, there's a reason that we all do this online. There's a reason that we're not actual race car drivers. And Jason, I can't believe I freaking won, man. Finally, I won this season in the truck, man. How amazing, how badass.
I like it. I thought it was great. I thought I was like, at the very end, I was like, oh no, that outside lane's it's that train ain't coming. It was literally a Johnny Cash song for a moment, and then next thing you know, things went the way they did. Brother, congratulations on the victory. Go to the playoffs. I love our interviews, and you have the most energy of anybody in iRacing, and I love to hear it, brother. Give me shout outs. This was a lot of fun.
Oh, absolutely, man. SIM500, all the admins for what they do. I tell you what, this is, I've always said this. I've always thought that when the track temp is sky high, I feel like it produces the best racing for us. When the track temp is cooler and gripped up, it just seems like, it's a caution fest. But just everybody at SIM500, all the admins, all the guys, the drivers, Jason, you with Signature Esports, people that are watching, like them, love them, share them, follow them. Man, I'll tell you what, I love going back and watching the broadcast. And yes, we will be watching it back here in just a few minutes. The wife come in here and, she finally got to hug a winner. So, we're going to be doing some extracurricular activities here in a minute. But when we get done, we're going to be tuning it back and rewatching. Very fun race tonight. And, I can't wait to go back and watch it. But definitely love what you do, Jason. Wesley Donaldson, WBD Diecast, for sponsoring the Wednesday Night Truck Series. Appreciate you, Wesley, for what you're doing for us. John Fowler with Complete Graphics for painting this truck. John, it looked fast. It was fast. Hey, buddy, I finally put your dang paint scheme on this truck in victory lane. And all the guys in Discord, man, I love them. It's a great group of guys, older guys. They're level-headed, they don't let this shit get to them. And, it's just fun to hang out, to cut up. And like I said, man, when it's green flag racing, like everybody's just so focused and honed in. And that's what I like, man. I don't like all that excessive chatter and whatnot because, I'm trying to focus, man. I take this stuff serious, and sometimes it's hard and you just need all that extra focus. I'm not that good to be able to talk and continue to run fast laps. I start screwing up and giving up a bunch of time. But just like all the guys with their respect and whatnot, just a great group of guys. But man, my smoking hot wife for letting me do this just about every night of the week. I love it. She knows I love it. I love her for letting me do this. And man, I tell you what, I just cannot wait to get to the next race, man. Got Monday night stuff doing good over there. Got Wednesday night making the playoffs. So I tell you what, man, I'm just all smiles, man. I've got opportunities, and we just need to make sure that we don't we don't screw up, and hopefully we can cash in on something.
I think it'll be fun. I think you're going to do something. I think this playoff is going to be very interesting. That's for sure. Big stack of races coming up. Mark, always a pleasure, man. This one comes down to it. Finally get your first win of the regular season. Now off to the playoffs where you can try to get some more. I hate saying finally because I've seen you win before, but let's
seems like it's been a while.
Let's poke the narrative.
Right.
Let's build the suspense for the playoffs. I mean, I gotta I gotta tell a story, and the story is that somebody's got momentum going to Texas next week, and that'd be you, sir.
That's awesome. Great stuff. Jason, again, I appreciate what you do. And just one more huge shout out, man, to all the guys tonight. Like I said, I felt like the Now I'm going to be biased, right? Because I won the race, but I felt like the race was actually a really good race. I felt like guys were smart. We had some green flag stops. That's always nice when we can do that. But just a huge shout out to Stephen Miles, man. He stayed committed to that back bumper, and he was beating the tailgate up a little bit, and he was able to push me to victory. So just a huge shout out to him for staying committed. I knew where his point situation was, so I didn't think that he was going to make a move or anything. And it's always nice when you can have that kind of commitment. So, Steven, I appreciate you, buddy. I couldn't have done this without you. Jason, when it comes to these super speedway tracks, it's all about the right help at the right time. And Steven was that help for me. So I just want to give a huge shout out for him. But man, I'll let you have at it. Jason, I appreciate you again, buddy. I got the missus waiting for me in the next room over, buddy. And man, son, it's gonna be a lucky night, homie.
I love it. Mark, much love, brother. Everybody loves you out there. Budgie says hello. Brother, tell you Mrs. I say hi, and enjoy your night, and we'll see you the next race.
Jason, I appreciate it. Take care, brother.
That's Jorgensen Jr. coming home in victory lane tonight. Save the best for last. We love him. We appreciate him. Rich says, I think your club sport is finally kicking the bucket. iRacing closed itself twice. Not sure what's going on. Remembered for a while your club sport was disconnected or heavy force feedback load. That went away. Maybe it's finally kicking the bucket. So I had somebody the other night have the same thing happen to him, but they were on a G29. So I think iRacing support for some of the wheels might be falling off with some of the updates they're having. So check the forums, folks. I know that we all have great advice for everybody, and we all try to do what we can to make sure that we're continuously providing support and feedback when it comes to not just racing and racing equipment and sim rigs and whatnot. But I will say that there's been a few issues with either, especially with belt driven or gear driven. I say gear driven. My direct drive wheel had an issue where it would just go, how would I call it? The force feedback or the feedback would not be realistic. It would feel limp in the hands, I guess. If it, how you would lose power steering. Well, that's what it felt like for a little bit. I went in and reinstalled iRacing to fix that. And I haven't had an issue since, but I will tell you that there are a lot of people out there having issues with overheating as well on their equipment. So keep your eyes on it. Keep your eyes on the prize out there, folks, when it comes to your equipment, because it could be an issue. This is a lot of fun. I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed this race. I enjoyed this series. And the regular season has come to an end. Off to the playoffs for the WBD Diecast Truck Series here for SIM500 Wednesday nights. We're going to be streaming tomorrow. It is going to be just kind of a gaming stream. Back with Chop Shop Racing on Friday for the Cup Series. Saturday we have, I don't think we have anything Saturday. I don't know what we have Saturday. We might have something Saturday. We may not have something Saturday. I don't know. I don't remember. I know the 15th I have something. That's coming up. We're going to get back to racing and back to everything that we have going on. It's going to be a blast. Be good, be safe, be kind. We're the most important factor of life, folks. We love you. We appreciate you. Budgie, I will see you tomorrow. I will be live back in the morning after Cody goes to school, and we'll kick this megathon back off and let it keep going and start putting ducks up. Start keeping the stream going live once again. But we thank you. Thank you all very much for being out there. Like, follow, subscribe, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. Make sure that you are, if you want to help support what I've got going on, please make sure that you always check the links, check our social media accounts, reach out to me if you want to help support me. Or support any one of these leagues, any one of them. They're always looking for folks to ensure that they continue to have a future as well, which includes coming to me. So we appreciate you. Be good. We love you. Thank you, Budgie. Thank you to Jess. Thank you to all the shares, the likes, all the things you guys do, because you're absolutely amazing. And look out for some more some gaming videos that we've been sent keys to do some videos on, some reviews. Some of them are just like life simulator games and stuff like that. So we're going to do that. I do have a racing game that I've got a review coming out for as well. It is, and then I also have my opinion on NASCAR 25. That I've been working on because I want to make sure that I give you my true and honest opinion in comparison from simulators to iRacing to just what NASCAR 25 is. And I've enjoyed it, but there's some caveats to it. So we'll see you soon. Peace.